I'll see you in the country.
Living the country life. Ideas and inspiration for your place in the country. You can find more information on today's topic, share your tips, and post photos by visiting us online at livingthecountrylife.com.
Today's Daily Encouragement by William the Encourager, sponsored by Ted Russell Nissan, home of the lifetime warranty on Kingston Pike.
Praise the Lord, my brothers and sisters. It's William the Encourager, and you know the drill. Let's pray. Father, again, we thank you for this day, Lord, this Tuesday, Lord, and we just give you glory, honor, and praise. Lord, we love you, and we thank you for the words that you've given us. In Jesus' name, we pray. Amen and amen. My brothers and sisters, just yesterday we was talking about the negative thinking that the enemy will expose you to until you realize that there's something inside of you that the world has not seen. Something rare, something divine, something unstoppable. You were not placed on this earth to merely exist, to simply go through the motions of life. No. You were sent here with a purpose so great that if you fully understood it, it would shake the very core of your being. But here's the problem. Most people live and die without ever unlocking the gift that God placed within them. And that is not God's will for you. What if I told you that you have been carrying the key to limitless abundance, to influence, to greatness, but it has been locked inside you all this time? Oh, listen, stay with me, because today we will unlock it together. The greatest tragedy in life is not death, but a life that was never lived to its full potential. A life that was meant to impact millions, but never rose beyond mediocrity. A life that was designed to dominate, but settled for survival. Do you understand that when God created you, he placed within you something that no one else has? That is so true. You are not a mistake. You are not an accident. You are designed. Your design is of divine intentions. Yet many of God's chosen ones are walking around blind to the inheritance that has already been written for them. They pray, they wait, they hope, but they never unlock it. You see, God has never created anything without a purpose. Every tree, every bird, every drop of water, every star in the sky, it all serves the divine function, and so do you. But the problem is, many of us have been conditioned by the world to think small, to live small, and to believe small. We have been told that wealth belongs to the wicked. The power is for the corrupt. That influence is dangerous. But let me tell you this. The wealth of the wicked is stored up for the righteous. And if the righteous never step up, the wicked will continue to rule. God is not against prosperity. God is against people worshiping prosperity instead of him. But let me ask you, who would you rather see in position of power, the children of God or the children of darkness? The enemy has worked overtime to keep God's people in bondage. But I want to tell you, my brothers and sisters, God has not given you the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. God has placed so much greatness inside of you, and everything that you need is inside. Unlock your treasures. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is the present. Unlock your present. And remember, there's a way out of your mess, and it's JESUS.
Where can you buy a brand new Nissan with a lifetime warranty? Kingston Pike. Hey, folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan. You heard it right. Every new Ted Russell Nissan comes with a lifetime warranty, and that's a long, long time. Ted Russell Nissan on Kingston Pike.
Good morning and welcome to AM 1380 WYSH and Ask Your Neighbor. Ask Your Neighbor can also be heard and seen on our website, WYSHradio.com. And if you are in Anderson, Rome, or Morgan County and have Comcast cable, you can watch Ask Your Neighbor on BBB TV Channel 12. Ask Your Neighbor is the program where you call in and do just that. Ask Your Neighbor. Do you have a comment? Do you have a problem? Or do you have a question? Then call in and ask your neighbor. 865-457-1380 or toll free at 877-711-4005. And for those of you that might be listening or watching on the internet, you can email from our website, WYSHradio.com. Just click on the Contact Us button and email your questions. Now sit back and listen as listeners throughout East Tennessee and the entire world answer your questions on Ask Your Neighbor on BBB TV 12 and AM 1380 WYSH.
Good morning, everybody. It's Tickle Me Tuesday, and it's my pleasure to be along here with you. My phone lines are open at 865-457-1380 or 877-711-4005 if you would like to join me. We'd love to have you. That's just what we do. Put you on the radio and let you talk about whatever it is that's on your mind. Ask questions that you would like the answers to or you're just curious about. Whatever the case might be. I'll give you a moment or so to kind of gather yourself. We run about anywhere from 45 seconds to sometimes almost 2 minutes behind on some of our streams, depending on what mechanism you're using to listen to us. So I try to give everybody ample opportunity to call in and be part of the program and participate. So if you're listening on your just regular radio, you're hearing me in real time as it happens. You can call BBB TV. There's a slight delay, little. If you're listening to us on Alexa or some of the other things, you're going to run into just a little bit of a delay. Maybe, I don't know, I think on BBB we've got a couple of maybe 10 seconds, maybe, give or take. Maybe a little more. But that said, I try to give everybody opportunity to call in. So call in if you'd like to. Welcome to Ask Your Neighbor on WYSH. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Ron Meredith.
Brother Mike, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing all right, I guess.
Good.
ACTV and 1081 are both out here my way, so I usually always watch it on 1081.
Gotcha.
But it's out, and even the ACTV. I was hoping to catch a little bit of the county commission meeting last night.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what's going on, but we've been told a couple of times this morning that things are out over there on 1081, but you can get us on 1086.
Oh yeah, that's what I've been watching on this morning.
Gotcha.
It's coming in fine, but yesterday I didn't have to look at my old buddy Queener's face. I just got to listen.
You just got to listen to it.
No video, just strictly audio.
Well, there you go. We were working on it yesterday too. It's there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. There's a worldwide outage right now with a lot of websites. It messed with ours earlier today. It's a company called Cloudflare, and I don't know exactly what they do, but they monitor websites. They watch for any kind of viruses, stuff like that. Anyway, it impeded us from getting to load our stuff on our website this morning and everything till probably about an hour ago, and it finally started working again. But that's been out. We've had the channel on the cable go in and out here the last few days. Some of our audio problems. I don't know. There's been a lot of technical difficulties this week.
Well, you know, I was on the computer just a little bit earlier, and I was looking at the. I usually check the WYSH obituaries. I want to make sure I ain't in there, I guess. But you know where it comes. It'll show a picture, and it'll go to give the the details up where it says see more, it wouldn't let me open anything up.
Yeah, it is. We should be okay now. Should be. I don't know. It just a little while ago, I was able to update things, put some new stuff on there, and get it to go through. So hopefully, try it later and let me know if it's working. If it's not, we'll figure it out. But it says it's working now. We'll see.
Oh, okay then.
Fingers crossed.
I'll check it out here a little bit later, and then I was gonna correct you a little bit on a comment you made yesterday.
Okay.
Talking to Queener.
Yeah.
But even though it's just minor.
Okay.
The Mavericks weren't in red, white, and blue. It was like
Army gray. I was mistaken about that. My cousin let me know. He said, I said we were celebrating the red, white, and blue. I said, oh.
Okay.
Yeah, so he told me, he said he bought the uniforms for him to celebrate the red, white, and blue for whatever reason. I took that as they were going to be red, white, and blue. But there you go.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, they were in some kind of
Army fatigue, Army green, yeah.
Green, yeah. Looked pretty good. Good tribute there. And I'm sure he must have spent some money on that because that stuff's not cheap.
He did. He's Michael is a Anderson County Maverick alum, and his daddy and I mean, we're all his mommy's a Meredith, and we're all related. But his daddy and I have been in business for 30 years, I reckon. Together, we've done a whole lot of business together. Mike, they do a lot quietly. In fact, nobody would have known that unless I said it. He probably would prefer I didn't say it. But they do a lot for the community. He does a lot for the school up there. Folks don't know about, but they do. They put a lot of money in over here and in Campbell County. They do a lot for Campbell County too.
Well, I thought I heard you say there when it was getting up around midday, you and David was winding down there, but even though I'm sick of hearing them commercials, Mr. Medicare himself there, Bill showed up.
Oh, yeah. Big Daddy Bill came to see me. You got to be somebody to get him off the porch.
That's what I was thinking.
No, Bill's golly. Bill is probably, when I came back home in 1990, I'd been gone for probably 5 years out in Phoenix. I came home, bought WYSH in 1990, and the very first business person that I met was Bill Airwood. He come bouncing up here selling, I need to get your insurance. I said, all right. So I met Bill probably in December of 90 or January of 91. I don't remember. It was back in 1990. I've known him a long time. Now he's my neighbor. I can throw rocks at him if I want to.
Oh, okay. You're that close now, huh? Yeah,
he's just right across there's a little ravine right there between my house and his. He's just, I guess would be to the north of my house if you're looking at my house, it'd be on the right side of me.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it till a few years ago. One of my former classmates that's passed on there, Steve Pite Insurance.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that Bill owned that.
Yeah. When Steve, when he passed away, I think that's when Bill acquired that.
Oh, I thought maybe he already owned it.
Well, he might have not. Well, Steve owned it for. I mean, I went to Sunday school
for insurance purposes, but I believe that Bill owned the property. And maybe.
Oh, maybe he did. I don't know about the property. I was just talking about the business. But that said, I don't know exactly when he got it, but I thought it was when Steve had passed away. Bill took over or bought the business as well. But yeah, he owns it. He owns a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of these guys that own a bunch of stuff. I'm in the wrong business.
Well, you're just in the talking business. But
I reckon, but there ain't that much money in this talking game.
Well, you must get something out of it. You wouldn't still be doing it. I guess when you get up there, I don't know how old you are exactly there. When you get up to that senior citizen age, there you even get 85-year-old women calling and bragging on you. That's one of our biggest fan bases, and I'm proud of it. So that's great there. Yeah, she act like she was really just she was happy to be listening to the radio.
Lord, I've talked to Gladys on and off for probably as long as I've been here. That's, she's called me. She's probably called me for 36 years, I reckon. She could tell you better than me, but I know it's been a long, long time. There's been a bunch of people. The other day, I sent a message over to Pat and Renee Holbrook. I hadn't heard from them in a while, and I was worried about them. Renee's been sick. Pat's been down. Jason, there's a bunch. Jason's been listening to me.
Jason on the radio in a while.
Yeah, I talked to him last week, sent him a message. I was worried about him. He's down, and he's trying to recover. He's been down and out and sick.
Well, I know he broke a finger or hand.
He hurt himself. He told me he's just trying to get back in the saddle. So, but there's a lot of people that I've talked to almost on a daily or weekly basis for 3 decades. That's pretty cool, it really is.
Has Pat Lane been calling in that long?
Pat Lane's been here as long as I have. Pat Lane was probably doing trading time before I got here. He's probably doing it with Jim Stair and L.K. Mincy. I don't know.
Oh, okay, man.
That was before me, but
and then
he's been here a while.
The mayor of Swanee Street, I'm not sure how long he's been taking.
Ronnie is relatively new. When I say relatively new, 15 years maybe. 10, 15 years.
Yeah, well, that's still a pretty good little time.
It's pretty good click. I mean, hang on to those people.
Hadn't heard, I think I may have heard him yesterday. I take that back. Bob from down in Oliver Springs.
Yeah, Bob's checked in last weekend this week. I was glad.
Okay, then. I think he decided, I believe I heard him say he was just going to open up his basement and say, if you want to come in and look at something, I'm trying to list it all, just come in here and pick you out something.
Buddy, from the way it sounds, he's got a little bit of everything.
Oh, and that lady that called in this morning, too, with, my gosh, she had enough Christmas stuff there probably for 20 families.
Well, she's talking about doing her fence. That must be a big old fence.
No kidding. 10 foot high.
Somebody's going to get a good deal on Christmas lights, though.
No kidding. But another thing I was going to ask you, and I don't know if it's maybe they may not want to say or whatever, but I think it would be a help to a lot of people when people list their stuff there if they told where they lived at or where they was from. You pretty much well figure out when Ronnie and Pat Lane and Jason and some of them call in, or if it's usually if it's a 423 area code, it'll usually be up in La Follette. But
yeah,
some of these other calls, you have no idea where they're even at.
Because everybody's cell phone is now, you know what I mean? You can bring your cell phone from Iowa if you want to and keep your number, and it's not long distance. A lot of people keep their numbers from wherever they're from. And you're right, we get area codes from all over the place,
But yeah, I'd like to, just like what Ronnie does there, said I'm down here in the booming metropolis of Harriman, Tennessee, but they say, hey, I'm right over here in South Clinton or wherever. I think it would be nice if they'd done that on trading time.
Well, that's a good idea. I hope folks take you up on it. There's a couple people that do. That boy that sells guns over in Halls, he always lets people know where he's at. And there's a few of them that do. Miss Harrell always lets people know where she's at because she's having a yard sale.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully she's sold everything.
I don't know. I think these people grow stuff because they call back. They say, well, we had a good day yesterday. We sold a lot, but I got new stuff. Okay. Have at it.
I think what happens is you have to, when you hoard a lot of stuff, or maybe not necessarily hoard, but when you got a lot of stuff, you start at the top of the pile or the front, and then you pull so much out, try to get rid of it, and then go in and get more.
Yeah, exactly. I had Demi's boyfriend was at the house the other night, and he was asking me about watches. And I was showing him my watches, and he was asking, he wants to buy a nice watch, and he was trying to find something, and I was talking to him about it. He said, what are you going to do with all these watches, Ron? I thought, I don't know, because when I die, I don't want the boys fighting over them. I've asked all three boys to pick a watch. I'll probably take those watches that they want and keep them, sell the rest or something, because I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I don't have a whole lot. Don't have anything like I used to have, but You just collect stuff, you know? You just keep it.
Oh, yeah. Hate to get rid of it.
Yeah, I've got some that I haven't worn ever, you know, but I don't want to get rid of them. I've got a lot of really, really old, really, really nice watches, but I don't know. I don't wear them. I wear one watch. I'm the same way with boots. I probably got 100 pair of cowboy boots, and I lock into them, whichever pair I wear. And the pair I've got on my feet right now, I've probably wore for 2 years. You know, I guess get one pair on my mind, and I wear them till they get worn out. In fact, the pair I've got on my feet right now, I've got 2 brand new pair with the tag still on them, just like them in the closet. So when these wear down, I can grab them.
Oh, okay then.
Well, my mom bought me from my sophomore year in high school until now. My mom started out, she would buy me a pair of boots for Christmas and a pair of boots for my birthday. And then as I got older, it just is a pair of boots for Christmas. And I've got a pair of boots for Christmas all the way up till last year. And I said, Mom, I got boots in the closet with tags on them. So I said, you can get them if you want to, but it's taken me a while to wear the ones I got. So
does Tracy have any room to put shoes in your?
Tracy's got her own. We both have our own walk-in closets. Oh no, she's got. Take my word for it. She is of no lack of clothes or shoes.
Okay, well, yeah. That's a good deal. But no, you were talking about those watches. I had a friend of mine. It's been a couple of years ago. He was down on the river, Calhoun. He always liked to go down there and when he got off work, maybe get a little bite to eat and a refreshment or something. But he come back out to the parking lot and he found he said, this thing looked brand new, Rolex watch. It was laying in the parking lot.
My goodness.
Oh, yeah, but it actually had the guy's name engraved or something on the back of it.
Yeah.
And, of course, you can just about go on Facebook and find anybody.
Sure.
So he was able to get a hold of him. I forget how far that guy drove and met him in Knoxville. I mean, he was trying to give him, a couple $100 or anything. I mean, I just appreciate. He said, no, I don't want a thing there, buddy. I'm just glad to get your watch back to you.
So, I tell you, that bless his heart. There's some people wouldn't have done that.
Oh, gosh. You better believe it.
As that's probably a good used car right there, that watch.
Yeah,
kidding. The cheapest Rolex you can find right now. I mean, the cheapest is probably $3,000-$4,000.
And that's the lower end of it.
That's the super lower end. I mean, you get probably the more you're double digits. You know what I mean? You're 10,000 plus on most of them.
Oh, okay then. Well, did you guys watch the Tennessee basketball game last night?
No. And that surprises me because James David's at the house.
Well, they were on the SEC network.
No, we didn't see them.
They were playing the Rice Owls.
How'd they do?
Oh, they blew them out pretty good there, but I'm a little worried there. The kid that he was hurt all last year, but he hurt his knee or something last night. He's been playing really well. His name's J.P. Estrella.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went out of the game. He was over on the bench with a big ice pack on his knee. So
that surprises me because Tracy went with her oldest daughter, Destiny. Destiny's pregnant, going to have a baby, and they went and got that ultrasound where you can see what it looks like.
Uh-huh.
So she went with her. She had an evening appointment, so she went with her, and then my stepdaughter Demi was working, so it was just me and James David at the house, and I was flipping around, me and him, looking for something to watch besides news or whatever. So
it didn't come on till 8:30 now.
Okay, well that might be it because I don't know. Well, it was probably around 8 or 8:30 when Tracy got home, but he didn't say nothing about it, which surprises me because he knows when they're playing. He knows all their names. He knows everything. I was at Clinton High School the other day. I think I told this story yesterday, but I was at Clinton High School, and James David asked me to come pick him up. I went and got him, and we were walking out, and there's this big boy coming walking toward us, and James David raised up and gave him a high five, and he said, "Hey, man, I enjoy watching you play football." And That guy said, well, thank you. He said, I really enjoyed that 54-yard touchdown against South Carolina in 2023. And the guy just kind of stopped and looked at him like, what? And he's like, well, hey, man, thanks. I appreciate that.
He was, is he one of the coaches?
He's one of our assistant coaches. Yeah, from UT. And so we walk out the door, and I was like, who is that? James David told me his name. I said, he plays for UT. He said, no, he used to. He said he played, and I can't remember what James David said, but he got in the game, and he caught a bomb and ran 54 yards for a touchdown against South Carolina. So, so he knows all these guys. He knows them even if they're not on the starting. So I'm surprised football, basketball. I'm surprised he didn't make me aware last night.
Well, is he going to help Walt out with basketball season too?
When he can, he's playing. So, he's on JV, and they don't always play. Last year, Chris had him with the varsity keeping stats. And so it's one of those things he last year he would let he'd pick a freshman, and that was kind of your reward for hard work. And James David did it. He did it all season long for what I can remember. He did it a lot. And so I don't know if he's going to do that or not. If the coach asks him to do something like that, he won't be able to help Walt. If not, after his game, he'll be able to help Walt.
Oh, okay. And well, I'm not sure when the boys' season actually kicks off. It's probably got to be here before long because I know the girls played last night over at Austin East.
Yeah. Yep. I thought, well, I don't know. I know James Davis' first game is the 5th. I know that. JV. JV is the 5th of December.
Oh, okay then. So I don't know when. They have usually a lot of Christmas tournaments and Thanksgiving tournaments.
They do. They've got a lot of that going on. We're not covering all that. We can't keep up with it. And just frankly, I was talking to Walt. We just don't have the sponsorship dollars to do it right now, especially away games. It's real hard on us. But we'll be in the regular season. You better believe.
Well, I think maybe one of the guys' first game may be Carnes.
I don't know,
but I'm not real sure about it. There, I seemed like it. You might have posted their schedule.
I did. I've got it up on our sports, up on the WYSHradio.com sports page.
So I can probably go back in the archives and find it there somewhere. Surely.
Sure. Well, I'm gonna pull it up for you here in just a second. Yeah.
What is your Thanksgiving schedule going to look like up at WYSH?
Thanksgiving Day, I'm going to be here in the morning. We won't do trading time or ask your neighbor, and we won't do trading time prime time. But other than that, everything should be pretty much the same.
So you're, well, actually, I guess that will be, I think Thanksgiving's on the 27th this year.
It is.
Okay, and then on the 28th, that's when Sheriff Barker will be up.
He's coming on the 24th, Monday the 24th. By the way, first game with boys, it'd be boys and girls. It's Lenoir City on the 22nd at Lenoir City.
On the 22nd. So will Walt be covering that one then?
We will.
Oh, okay. Then.
I believe so. That's a regular season game, unless it's not a tournament. Let's see here. The 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th at Gibbs is just a girls-only tournament. I want to make sure. I don't know if that's, And then the 2nd is Kingston. The 5th is at home with Carnes. And that's the first JV game, the 5th at home with Carnes as well.
Oh, okay then.
All right, brother.
I've seen just a little bit of a picture on Facebook, and I don't know if you've been in there to look, but I guess the players done painted the gym floor.
Well, I don't know about that.
There at the high school.
Well, I saw where Chris had them working, making the blacker. I saw that, he said. Yeah, I saw that. I don't know. I guess he put them to work.
Yeah.
It won't hurt them.
In there on a Sunday.
Yeah, well, that won't hurt them. Let them go.
There you go. Give them something to do and keep them out of trouble. But anyway, I just wanted to call in and run my mouth a little bit on Ask Your Neighbor. I appreciate you, and you guys enjoy the rest of the day up there.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Goodbye.
Hey, thank you for hanging on this morning on Ask Your Neighbor. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ron.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
I'm doing good. You got any pocket watches?
I do. One of these days I've even got, you ready for this? I got a Tiffany and Company made by Patek Philippe pocket watch.
Oh, have you?
I do.
Hey, let me ask you this. I used to carry a pocket watch. I could not wear a wristwatch. And has anybody ever told you I'd wear a wristwatch and the time would mess up on it?
Were you wearing a quartz, or were you wearing an automatic or manual movement, or do you know?
I'd say most of mine was quartz watches, but everybody told me I had something in my system that the watch wouldn't keep time. Does that make sense?
Yep, I've known people. My mom was like that with quartz watches. They wouldn't run well. And she's also, if she wears jewelry that's not like pure gold, it turns colors on her skin.
Okay, well, I don't even wear a wedding ring. I don't wear no rings or any jewelry at all. The reason, I was out there doing construction work all my life, and I've got my ring hung.
Oh, yeah.
So many times I've lost a finger on count of rings. So,
yep.
But I just wondered if you ever heard anybody wearing a watch and the watch wouldn't keep time.
I have with the quartz movements, because they're electronic, and sometimes I don't know what it is. Somebody's body chemistry or something can somehow affect it. Now, that doesn't work if you're using a manual wind watch, one that you wind every morning or every night, or an automatic watch like mine. It winds itself as I move. It winds. So it's mechanical. It doesn't have any electric function to it.
Well,
that would probably work for you.
I hate to ask you over the air, because that's something Jay Carter get on me about again now. But, hey, I got a bone to pick with him.
Okay, let me know, and we'll pick a bone with Jay.
Okay, what it is, I asked him to play songs that he never plays them.
Uh-oh.
Now, I don't know whether it was the Oak Ridge Boys or Statler Brothers, but one of them had a song, Sweet Home Florida.
No, they don't have Sweet Home Florida.
Yeah, and I don't know what, but he's supposed to play that song for me.
There ain't no such song, and ain't no way we're going to play it this week.
Well, and I forgot to say on Trading Time this morning, go Gators, and have a nice day, Rob.
No, Pat. See you,
buddy. Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, my. I'm worried about the Gators, just like I was talking about with Mr. Queener yesterday. I am worried. I don't want us to be one of these 7-8 win season teams. I'm okay. I am not going to be the guy that's complaining, because I remember Derek Dooley, and I remember Jeremy, what's his name? See, I remember 3 wins in a season, right? So, 8. Thank you. But I would like to see us occasionally, let's say once every 4 years at least, be, competitive toward the playoffs, toward the championship. I realize it's hard to win a national championship. It's hard to be undefeated or even 1, 2, 3 losses in this conference. But I'd like to see us get to that. I hope we win out. But it's not going to be easy with Florida at the Swamp. And then Vandy's playing good ball. So we'll see. I've always said, and it's not as thrilling this year, because Florida's having a hard year. They are firing their coach and all the other stuff. But that always makes my day when we beat Florida. I don't care what kind of season they're having. I enjoy beating the Gators. So hopefully, come Monday morning, I'll be here able to gloat a little bit. And if not, Pat will be here gloating a little bit. you know. 865-457-1380 if you'd like to join us on Ask Your Neighbor here this morning. 457-1380. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing, anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to the important things, like learning how the printer works. That's simple human sense. Contact Fox Insurance Group at 865-482-0513 or find us online at GRAYFOXINS.com today.
Good morning, WYSH. You're on Ask Your Neighbor.
That's me again, Margaret. I just wanted to let you know that, yeah, there ain't no such song as Sweet Home Florida. But
if there was, I wasn't going to play it.
We have not won at the Swamp since 2003.
Oh, shut up!
I'm serious.
I'm with you. It's scary down there.
It is, and I don't know. They've had an up and down like season. You know, I know they fired their coach and everything, but I mean they played. I think it was LSU last weekend. I mean, it's like a 1-point game.
Dude, let me tell you, at any given moment, at any given team in the Southeastern Conference can beat somebody else in the Southeastern Conference.
Oh, I believe it.
The boys that come and play ball at the Southeastern Conference, it don't matter whether it's Vanderbilt or it don't matter if it's Alabama. They are the top of the top in the United States of America football players. And at any given moment, one of those boys, they're just men, you know, they can line up against the other one and win. It might be a Mississippi State beating Alabama, or, man, you remember when Auburn, do you remember Auburn wasn't even ranked? They were playing Alabama. They were at Alabama. The clock ran out, and then all of a sudden they went back and looked, and there was 1 second left on the clock. So Alabama decides they're going to kick a field goal, which would have won the game, but it was like a 57-yard field goal, maybe longer than that. So Auburn, what genius, they put their best hands guys in, knowing it's a long kick, put their speeder guys in from the back of the end zone. 109 yards, Auburn runs it back, scores, wins the game. You remember that?
I do.
That's, you know, they take out the national champion. Bam! And they.
I know Nick Saban was, because they didn't really have necessarily their skill players out. They had all their big boys.
Yeah, they were ready to block when they got that ball, and they didn't have anybody out there that could run.
Exactly that. Yeah, anything could happen, but
I just mean it takes talent.
Bad we beat Kentucky this year, well, even though they did score on us, but Kentucky beat the snot out of Florida like 35-3.
I know. So you just never know what's going to turn up. It's just, you know, it's a perfect storm. You have a team having a bad week and a team having a good week. Like I said, you could have a Mississippi State or, I started to say a Vanderbilt, but that doesn't fit today. But normally a Vanderbilt or whoever sneak up on you. I was at the stadium when Vanderbilt beat us here at home. It's been 10, 12 years ago. I don't remember, but it was a shock. I mean, it was a shock.
Oh yeah.
I was in the box with a couple of guys from Vanderbilt, and they were not going to let us forget it either. Like, let's go home. I left.
Well, I know I'm pretty sure I've never been down to the Swamp before, but every friend that I've got that's ever went down there said that those fans are the most obnoxious, rude. They said they're just horrible.
This has been a long time ago. This is back when I was a little younger and a little more full of myself. But I had tickets. Somebody had offered us tickets to go to the Swamp, and I called my attorney to see if they would like to go with us. And he said no. And he said, I'm going to advise you not to go. I said, why? He goes, because I'll be bailing you out of jail when somebody throws a bottle of pee on you, because they do that. And he said, it's awful with us. He said, I quit going. He said, I'm not exaggerating, Ron. They'll pick fights with you. He said they've thrown bottles of pee. They throw, I said, are you kidding? He said, no, the hatred for the University of Tennessee inside the swamp is like nothing I've ever seen. And I ended up selling my tickets, so I didn't go.
Well, then I guess the icing on the cake about this Saturday, it's them Gator people down there are going to be primed up at 7:30 at night because they'll start tailgating about 12.
They'll start tailgating Thursday.
I wouldn't doubt that either. Yeah, so it'll be wild. I know this one friend, it was him and his dad had went down to watch a game, and they were leaving the stadium. Evidently, there's a statue of Steve Spurrier.
Yeah, there is, yes, sir.
And they walked by to look at that. Of course, they had their Tennessee swag on, and a couple of these Florida guys there, they were like, well, y'all don't need to worry about Steve Spurrier. You need to get your 8SS's back to Tennessee. We don't want you around here.
It's a good, healthy rivalry, but
a friendly one is not bad, but some of them, I think they go a little too far.
I've been to a number of Florida-Tennessee games at Neyland, and I've never experienced any overtly rudeness from any Florida fan that I can remember.
While they were in Knoxville?
While they were in Knoxville, yeah. I've like I said, I've never been to the swamp, and what I told you is a true story. I can give you the name of my attorney; he can tell you. But they've always been. I've never. In fact, I've very rarely experienced rude people. I'm thinking of a time. This is a long time ago. This was in the 90s. I was at a Mississippi State UT game. And, of course, we dog-whipped Mississippi State through the 90s. And there was a group of guys from Mississippi State. I was tailgating behind the Copper Cellar, right? There's used to be a parking lot. It was kind of steep, but they'd charge us, and we parked back there. I'd park there. And then there's a little alley road behind the Copper Cellar. And cars drive back and forth through there. It's a one-way street. And I was literally in the first parking spot. So I was right next to the road. And I was decked out in UT, and I had, I don't know, there were probably 10, 15 people around. We had a tent set up. And these Mississippi State guys come walking from the other side of the street. They were in the parking lot across the street, and they were walking over to us, and they were talking terrible smack, right?
Oh, yeah.
And this one guy, he wasn't paying no attention. He's talking smack, and he's telling us what they're going to do to us, and he's walking toward us, and I'm like, stop! And he's not. He stepped right out in front of a car, and a car hit him. It didn't hurt him. It didn't hurt nothing but his pride.
Well,
it knocked him up on the hood a little bit. We laid up on the hood.
Probably a little inebriated anyway.
He was. And then I said, y'all better get used to it because we hit like a truck. That's just a little car. Oh, they got so mad. We laughed, took pictures.
Wow.
It was funny.
That's been worth it. Price of admission now.
That's back in the flip phone days. I was trying to get pictures and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But it was funny. But that's about the only time I can remember anybody being rude, and they weren't really rude. They were talking some pretty heavy-duty smack, how they would, but it was funny because right in mid-sentence, we're going to beat your boom. Dude didn't even blow his horn. And it was a UT guy driving, too.
Well, was that, I don't know if you had that parking space at the time or not, though, but I can remember a story from a few years back where maybe you let Johnny Majors.
That's Johnny Majors. That's the same spot. At one time, I used to buy, for 6 years, Merle had a contract with Copper Cellar, and we did the tailgate. We set up, we brought in bands. We literally have a band outside. And for a long time, up until 9/11, they served hamburgers outside. We had music. We had all kinds of stuff. Well, after 9/11, you remember they didn't let you serve food outside. They changed everything. We still
it changed the whole landscape.
We still broadcast, and we still set up, but it took, I don't know how long before we could start giving out swag and, glad handing everybody and sitting having a band. But we did. And so at one time I had like 6 parking spots because we had the station, and then we had me, and then we had people that had to work at the booth and at the station and doing stuff. So I had, 4 or 6 parking spots. I can't remember. And yeah, one day I was sitting there, and a lady comes up and she says, "Hey, Ron." And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Could we borrow your parking spot?" It was the one I was just telling you about, right at the road.
Uh-huh.
And I said, "Well, yeah." I said, I've got 3 right now, as I had 3 open. And she said, "Well, it's for Coach Majors, and he was just wondering if he could park here so he wouldn't have to walk so far." And I said, "Absolutely." So I just pulled up to my other one and let him park in my spot. Yep, he parked in it,
okay.
Went in and ate and came out and hung out with us. I don't know, he hung out with us for 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, so you got a handshake and a howdy doody and all
I got a handshake and howdy doody, and then, of course, while we were sitting there talking to him, well, I'll tell you this, he was getting ready to go in. And the guy said, "Mr. Major, Coach, can I have a picture?" He said, "You can have a picture if you can take it while I'm walking, because I'm hungry. Come on. You want to take it while I'm walking? Come on." So I didn't bother him till he came out. And then when he came out, he came over and thanked me for letting him park there. And then, like I said, he talked to us for 10, 15 minutes. I got some good pictures with him.
Oh, okay. But he wasn't the coach at that time, was he?
No. That was the game we played Oklahoma. And Toby Keith was here. Barry Switzer was here. Do you remember when we played? I can't remember what year that was, but it was that game. It was a big game, and he was going to it.
Oh, okay.
A long time ago.
Oh, I just love hearing him talk there. He'd say, "In my opinion,"
yeah,
what we're going to do. But yeah, Coach Majors there. He was old school football.
Yes.
But he was a good one for sure. And if Pat Lane's still listening there, I'm not a doctor, but I've got a pretty good idea that he could probably get them quartz watches to work if his blood would turn back orange.
Maybe. It was 2015. We played Oklahoma here. And Oklahoma won in double overtime, 31-24. That was the game. That's when it was, 2015.
Oh, gosh, I'm trying to think of his name. But I almost want to think that he was the quarterback, the guy that's quarterback for Tampa Bay right now, won the Heisman Trophy.
Oh, Lord.
His senior year. I almost think he was the quarterback when they beat us over here that game, because I think we actually had a lead on them at one time.
You know
Baker
what?
Mayfield.
Oh, my goodness gracious, great day in the morning, probably.
Yeah, I think it was Baker Mayfield.
It was, because Sterling Hinton was up here talking about it when he was up here that day, and he's like, "I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about Baker Mayfield. Don't mention his name to me."
That guy is a ball of fire.
Well, he is, and he's like that all the time. He's like that in the parking lot, and he's like that on the air.
Oh yeah, he was. I think Jasper there. He was videoing when he was down at for Jason Hammock when he opened up.
Yep.
Oh, he was out there dancing, had the crowd dancing, everybody.
I tell you what, he's got spirit, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, he loves Tennessee.
He's all ball, but absolutely.
He's all ball.
You better believe it.
Sure, but anyway, then I just wanted to tell you the last time we won down there. It's been a while.
Well, fingers crossed, my friend. Fingers crossed. So what? 22 years ago, 2003, right?
2003.
Whoo, baby.
Well, an old friend of mine, his dad there, he had an old saying. He'd say, "Son, they're due."
Well, I remember this. In 2003, you correct me if I'm wrong, I remember I was at my house. I lived at 502 Riverside Drive, right there on the water, on Riverside, and had one of them big old wooden TV sets in my living room. And I remember sitting and watching, and I think it was it Jeff Hall in 03? We kicked that last-minute field goal to win that game. Is that what I'm thinking, or was that here? Anyway, I think
How about the year we won the national championship?
No. I'm going back to the last time we beat Florida at the Swamp. I thought we beat them last minute with a field goal. I don't remember. Maybe I'm getting confused.
I'd have to check in with Google to figure that one out. I was thinking maybe Jeff was the kicker when we opened up our season.
I was wrong. We won 24-10 that year at the Swamp, September 20th, 2003. So there we go.
Okay, but I was thinking Jeff All kicked I think it's like a 48-yard field goal to beat Syracuse, the opening game.
The first game in 1998. Yep.
98, yes, sir.
I remember that one too. I went to I went to all the home games that year. I watched Arkansas drop the ball.
Oh gosh, I mean, they was just
people were pouring out of the stadium too.
That whole year, and then we played Florida State for the national championship, and
dog whipped them.
And pretty much handled them, but they were down to their third string quarterback too.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember we picked off one of the first passes they threw and ran it back, and I thought, it's going to be a good night.
Oh yes, was that
Peerless?
Fiesta Bowl?
Yes, sir.
The national championship.
It was. I remember clearly because it was played in Phoenix. I was going to go because I got a bunch of friends still in Phoenix, had a place to stay, and everybody told me I didn't have tickets. I called everybody. I even knew, I'll tell you this, I used to work with a young man. His actual name was Doug Nick, but on the radio, he went by Douglas St. James is what he went by on the radio. But he was John McCain's chief of staff. I even called him. I knew him really well, and I was like, Doug, can you get me 2 tickets to the Fiesta Bowl? He said, if I get 2 tickets to the Fiesta Bowl, Senator McCain would be going. I was like, really? They're that hard to get? He's like, really? And lo and behold, I guess scalpers had bought them all up because the day of the game, I had some friends that, like I said, lived there, and they went to the game without tickets and were able to buy tickets for near face value and go in and watch the game. And I saw on the news, there were thousands of tickets available. People, like I said, I guess scalpers had bought them to try and make money. But I could have went. I regretted it, but for not going. But they told me there were no more tickets. So.
Oh well.
Yep, that's how I remember it. It was the Fiesta Bowl in Phoenix.
1998.
Yes, sir. You better believe it.
Well, we need to capture another one. I'd love to see Rick Barnes win a national championship.
Buddy, me too. He has got he's taken us to the dance so much. I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him win it.
Oh, I would too. There, we need another championship banner hanging over there. We've got one in baseball and we've got one in football.
We'll take one in basketball as soon as we can get it.
Take one in basketball, and maybe our new women's coach there. I don't see nothing but bright future for them too.
Good. Well, that'd be nice to get back on track too. We got spoiled with Pat.
Oh yeah, you better know it. But the balls, they play again on Wednesday. I don't know if it's on TV or not, but you can. I'm sure James David, he knows.
I'm making a note right now, so
you can stream it.
I'm making a note right now, so I don't miss it. I'm not a big basketball guy, but because he likes it, I like it, and it's odd now that I start watching it with him. You just can't help but like it. You start to get used to it. It's the same way with NASCAR. I never liked NASCAR. I was never a big NASCAR guy. I didn't dislike it. I just wasn't a big fan until Trey and one day we were just at the house. It was a Sunday afternoon. Me and him been outside. He's a little feller, 3 or 4. And the race was on, and he just sat down in front of the TV amazed. And then when Lightning McQueen, when that came out, holy cow, I bet I watched that movie 1,000 times. So we watched NASCAR. So that's how I got into, when I was watching NASCAR, was because Trey liked it. But
I've been watching it for years. Of course, I don't know if you've not kept up with it much. They were broadcasting a race. I don't remember if it was CBS or who from Daytona, and Cale Yarborough and Donnie Allison got in a wreck, and they were outside the cars after they come to rest on the infield, and Donnie's brother Bobby, he stopped, and Cale was having to fight both of them. They were on TV.
I love it.
And everybody just like, oh, we want to watch more NASCAR.
Well, it had, especially with Earnhardt, it had that, I don't know, that surprise element. You never knew if they was going to fight, wreck, what they were going to do.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of tamed down now.
It's calm way down. They get fined if they even cuss a little bit now.
Yeah, well, but I'll tell you, I was going to say if they want to pull in more ratings, it's like wrestling. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You need a little bit of drama to go with it.
Exactly. That's what raises the ratings up.
Well, I wish they'd just let them go and let them race like men, and if they want to fight, let them fight. You know, like hockey. It don't hurt nobody.
I watched some of the old school documentaries there. I was always kind of a Darrell Waltrip fan, and he was telling this story about they were racing at Darlington, and he said, "Man, I thought I was on cruise control." Said the laps was winding down. He said, I looked over to the inside and said, "There's who was it? Oh gosh, I'm trying to remember. Oh, David Pearson." He said, David Pearson pulled right up beside me in his car and said, "He's smoking a cigarette." Said, he just grinned on me. It looked like I threw the brakes off.
That's funny. Smoking. Boy, times have changed.
You better know that they've changed. Business cases there, but we've covered enough ground, I guess, for today, Ron.
All right.
Let you go.
Thank you, Mike. See you,
All right,
brother.
see you, brother. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. 865-457-1380, 877-711-4005. You know who is the most invested person I know in the Florida-Tennessee game is Jasper. Now, those of you that know Jasper know what I'm talking about. I don't know why. He's kind of like me. It's like, even when we're having a bad season, if we could beat Florida, it makes it better, so much better. And so, we're not having a bad season this year. I mean, we're not doing as good as I want, but we're doing better than we have. I'm okay. But, man, a win at the Swamp could cover a lot of sin. You know what I mean? Cover up a lot of mistakes we've made, make everybody happy. So, there won't be any Sweet Home Florida on this radio station. And I hope we win. Because if we win, I'm going to give Pat the business. And if we lose, Pat's going to give me the business. So hopefully we win. Phone line's open. I'll wrap her up, or I'll come back and put you on and let me know what you'd like to do.
Derail your hunger in a hurry with Pizza Express. Here's Kathy with Pizza Express.
We prepare our dough every day from scratch. We make our sauce every day. We cut fresh vegetables.
Kathy, what kind of pizzas do you have?
Supreme, a meat lovers, the taco, the pepper cheddar, the sizzler, the loaded baked potato, our garden feta.
Those sound great. How about sandwiches?
We have an Italian, steak and cheese, hot ham and cheese, a barbecue sub, a chicken bacon ranch.
Sides?
We have french fries, onion rings, potato skins, potato wedges, fried mushrooms, fried pickles, and jalapeno poppers.
How about dessert?
We have chocolate cake, carrot cake, tiramisu, cheesecake, baklava.
How about prices?
We have a large 2-topping for $12.99. We also have 2 large 2-topping pizzas and breadsticks for $27.99. Or you can get 2 specialty pizzas for $38.99.
And right now, for all WYSH or Merle listeners, get 1 large up to 10-topping pizza with breadsticks for only $25 to celebrate Pizza Express's 25th year in business. Call 865-463-0011. That's 865-463-0011. Pizza Express.
Let us derail your hunger.
All right. Online at pizzaexpressclinton.com.
Anybody anywhere anytime soon? We there? We going? Anybody on?
Oh, man.
Okay. Yes, no, maybe. All right. Hang on. Is that for us or not?
Welcome to Cricket Wireless. Santa?
I've got to get Mrs. Claus a gift or I'm in a whole lot of trouble.
How about a single unlimited line? Only $35, plus a free Moto G5G.
Dude, you're a lifesaver. Here, take a present.
Says it's for Timmy in Des Moines.
Never heard of him.
Join Cricket Nation and get a single line for $35 per month, plus a free Moto G5G. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Cricket may temporarily slow data speeds if the network is busy. Requires activation of new line on select unlimited plan or higher. Pay $40 first month. New lines only. First month service charge. Tax, due sale fees. Terms and restrictions apply. Cricket 5G is not available everywhere. See cricketwireless.com for details.
WYSH, good morning. Welcome to Ask Your Neighbor.
Hey, Ron, I say where Tennessee has moved from 20th to 17th.
We were 23 last week, weren't we? Yeah, we were 23 when we played Oklahoma. We were 23 when we played Oklahoma. Did we bump up after New Mexico?
Yeah, they said now we've moved up to 17th.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Now, does that Alabama get beat? Does that still keep them in the playoffs, or are they out?
No, they still have a. I mean, they still have a chance, just like we do. They've only lost 2. So I think haven't they? They've lost 2.
Auburn.
Yeah,
got to play Auburn too. Still.
Yep. They. I can't remember what they said the percentage was of them getting in. I saw ours is pretty low, pretty substantially low. It's going to take a lot of other people losing to get us in. But no, I still think they've got an opportunity to get in.
Yeah, but see, when does Auburn and Alabama play? Last game.
Yeah, I think they play the same weekend we play Vandy.
So Auburn can knock Alabama out.
It's fluid. It depends. If Georgia wins their last 2 games, or loses their last 2 games, and then Florida would. What's that doing? Then Alabama, if it won and lost 1, would be ahead of Georgia. So I don't know. Again, that's how they calculate all that outside of wins and losses, strength of schedule, all that stuff is above my pay grade.
I call my cousin. He lives in Ohio, and he's a big Ohio State fan, but he always checks on how to beat that.
Yeah.
But he said the only thing they've got to worry about, Ohio State, is playing Michigan.
Well, that's the only loss they had last year,
right,
in the championship, and for whatever reason, Michigan's just had their number. It's just for whatever reason. I mean, they were the best team in the country last year, and Michigan took them, and then planted the flag right in the middle of their field, which is why they were mad at us when we played them for the first playoff game.
Right.
So, yeah, their last regular season game will be against Michigan, and we'll see if they get back at Michigan for what happened last year or if Michigan takes it to them once again. We'll find out.
Right. Well, let me ask you this. Why did Boo Carter, why did he get kicked off the team?
David was talking about
somebody said he wanted to play, but he didn't want to practice.
David was talking about that yesterday. I don't know what the exact reason is. I mean, but we miss him.
He's a good returner.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, we miss him. Boo!
Yeah, we're going to miss him.
Yep.
We're going to miss him, especially Saturday.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right.
So hopefully Aguilar will be on the money and play good, and we can beat Florida.
I mean, from your mouth to God's ear, I hope so. I really do. I hope so. I'd like to see us play a good, solid game. I don't care if it's close, as long as we win. I just like to see us play good, solid, fundamental football.
Right. That's true. All right, Ron, I'll let you go. Have a good day. Go Vols.
Thank you, Carl. Go Vols. See you, buddy. There it is. There you go. 865-457-1380. Call me.
Cricket Wireless. Santa?
I've got to get Mrs. Claus a gift or I'm in a whole lot of trouble.
How about a single unlimited line? Only $35, plus a free Moto G5G.
Dude, you're a lifesaver. Here, take a present.
Says it's for Timmy in Des Moines.
Never heard of him.
Join Cricket Nation and get a single line for $35 per month, plus a free Moto G5G. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Cricket may temporarily slow data speeds if the network is busy. Requires activation of new line on select unlimited plan or higher. Pay $40 first month. New lines only. First month service charge. Tax, due sale fees. Terms and restrictions apply. Cricket 5G is not available everywhere. See cricketwireless.com for details.
Hi, it's me, Flo. Hello. Here to tell you that with the Progressive Home and Auto Bundle, you get 24/7 protection. So you're covered no matter where the day takes you.
Even I added too much water to the pizza dough day?
Yep.
How about getting a call from my daughter to pick her up at the airport because her boyfriend is unreliable day?
Especially that day.
What about finding out that one of my pipes suddenly burst in my basement day?
Progressive has every day covered 24/7 with the Home and Auto Bundle. Also, you have a lot of bad days.
Oh, no. That was all the same day.
At least you're covered with Progressive.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
It's football time in Tennessee, and Hammers Dry Goods is stocked up with game day clothing for the whole family. We're also receiving new shipments of clothing every day for hiking, fishing, and outdoor fun. Ladies and girls boutique fashions are 25% off Hammers' regular low-marked prices. Check out our huge inventory of ladies' boutique-style shoes and boots at discount prices. Come and see our complete fall lineup of ladies' fashion goods and accessories from Simply Southern. Check from a special purchase of comfort color sweatshirts and long-sleeve tees at Hammers' low prices. Choose from our largest inventory ever of Wrangler, ATG, hiking, and work pants. We also have stacks upon stacks of famous brand men's boots for $99. Visit Hammers Facebook and Instagram for daily deals and new items. Come see us at our new location in the Big Brick Building right across from Anderson County High School, or visit our other locations, Sevierville, Wartburg, Halls, and New Tassel. If you miss a day, you miss a bargain.
If you haven't been to Hammers, you should see us now.
Just how good is Pure Talk's current deal for unlimited wireless? Well, you might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Because right now, for just $29.95 a month, Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for life. Not your phone's life, your life. This is Pure Talk's top-tier plan. It comes with a crazy fast 5G network along with a 30-gig hotspot. And at just $29.95 a month, there has never been a better opportunity to lock in a ridiculously low rate for as long as you live. And save thousands and thousands of dollars along the way. This plan is normally $65 a month, but if you switch today, you will save over 50% every single month for the rest of your life. See what I mean? It really is the deal of your lifetime. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. Offer ends 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
Good morning, WYSH Radio. You are on Ask Your Neighbor. Hello.
It's me again, Ron.
Hey, buddy.
My phone was showing Tennessee still number 20.
Guess what he said it went to 17? Okay.
And Vanderbilt, number 12.
Yeah, Vanderbilt's playing good ball.
Yeah, well, they're going to beat Tennessee, and Florida will too. So, but anyway, I don't know where he got his 17 at, but anyway, I just wanted to let him know. And
all right.
Look at that song I was asking you about.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Well, what about ain't there one that I think Willie Nelson sings? It's Sweet Home, Dandy.
No, not happening.
All right, have a good day.
See you, Pat. You guys have a good day today. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, being part of what we do. We certainly do appreciate it, and hope that you'll stick around and we'll call in if we can help you. We'll play you a song, whatever you want us to do. As long as it's not Sweet Home Florida, we'll play it.
Thank you for listening to AM 1380 WYSH and Ask Your Neighbor. Make sure you tune in at 10 a.m. each day, Monday through Friday, right here on AM 1380 WYSH and BBB TV.